My name is Vincent Diomede. I was electrician mate second class. What led me into the Navy was my best friend, John. We were friends since 5th grade. His father was a carpenter on the USS Missouri. He was Navy from early on, and that's all he and I talked about. And when we got 17, 18 years old, he actually joined the year before me, and the next year I joined the Navy. There was no considering any other service. My friend's father, he was a mentor to me after I got out of the Navy. Got me in construction, helped me out, but he was a good friend. And World War II, he was drafted into the Navy with 2 children, by the way. And he was a carpenter by trade, so he was a carpenter on the USS Missouri. And there was a kamikaze that hit the side of the Missouri, and he made souvenirs for the crew from materials from this kamikaze on that crashed into the Missouri. And as soon as the war was over, because he was drafted, he was discharged. And the Missouri came down the Hudson River, parade of ships after World War II, and he took John over to the Missouri, and of course most of his crew was still on there. So John fell in love with the Missouri and the Navy, and it overlapped into me. My mother was supportive. My father wasn't too crazy about it. His father had died on a Navy ship, World War I. He wasn't thrilled about me going into the Navy, but finally he went along with it. My grandfather was Vincent Diomede also. I was named after him. And my grandfather wasn't in the Navy. My grandfather was a dock worker. And his job was to prepare the ships that were all coal-driven ships. So he was a coal passer on the docks, and they would prepare the ships, then a Navy crew would come in and take the ships out after the steam was brought up. And I often think about it. He went down into this black fire room, dark fire room, in the old days, shoveling coal into the boilers to get the steam up. And they did many ships. It was 1918, World War I, Hoboken sending troops to Europe, and they would do two ships a day. Start early in the morning, and generally about noontime they would come home, and generally they'd get another ship to go out. Anyway, the ship that he was on was the USS Agamemnon. Just a little side story, if you know the name Diomede in the Trojan War. He went to war with Agamemnon and didn't come back. Well, my grandfather went on the USS Agamemnon, and it was a ship that they had confiscated from the Germans. And some say the Germans tampered. Whatever happened, there was a steam explosion, and the 7 men that were in the fire room all were scalded to death. So my father always had this. He was a young boy. This was on his mind constantly. He didn't want me to go on a ship.